Hello, everybody. This is Mo Elias. With me today is my partner Azlan, and we're the co-founders of Framing POS. Azlan, how you been, man?
I've been good. How are you doing, Mo?
Good, thank you. Hey, this last couple of weeks been uh, busy. Calls,
Really busy.
stuff, and people requesting this stuff. So uh, I wanted to go over some information. If anybody has any questions, if you're not a user, you can come in and ask questions, and if you are a user, you can come in and ask questions and so on, and we can help you. Azan, I know you've been working really hard. You've got a bunch of code out there. There's
Mhm.
still more to improve. How you
Yeah.
feeling? You getting sleep?
Yeah, I am. I'm doing all right. I still got a lot more features in the future, so people should look out for those as well.
There's a lot of stuff coming up in the pipeline, I guess.
Mhm.
You know, I've had long conversations with a lot of users, and there were things that I never knew that people use. There's a shop. They have different departments. They have lamination, they have face mounts, they have metal prints. So they wanted secondary status, or they just print it for that day, and that department works on it and complete projects, which is kind of nice. And also, people wanted barcodes. So some
Mm.
moldings and mat boards don't come with barcodes, and they want barcodes.
Yeah.
So that is also in the works. I think I saw you working on something like that. Um, what else? Oh, the inventory tracking. Uh, it's finished, right? The inventory tracking is finished and it's working, and it's great. Basically, lets you sell um, art products on consignment, calculates commissions, um, prints labels, deducts the quantity when it's sold, sends commission reports. What else is happening? The list is so long. What else is happening on your end?
Yeah, I mean, let me just pull up our feature list just
Oh yeah,
to
yeah. Tell me about that.
check
Yeah.
it out. But yeah, the main thing we're focusing on right now is data migrations. But yeah, we created a bunch of new reports as well. The projected sales reports. We have some reports about like art as well. Yeah, a bunch of reports. Let me see what else. Because of access.
And really, if anybody's looking to create reports, just let us know. We have
Yeah.
a we have a module reporting system, so
Hmm.
we can put a report together for you kind of fairly quickly. We use something. What's it called? PDF now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We use a software that's called PDF now, and you basically
Mhm.
drag and drop fields, and it makes a report. Really cool stuff. Very clever stuff, Aslan. I like it.
Yeah. We also have a QuickBooks integration that's new as well.
Oh, the QuickBooks. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that QuickBooks. I did have a question from a user, and look, if anybody is here and you have any questions, just go ahead and type it wherever you are. I think we can take comments from Facebook, YouTube. Type it in, and I'll put it up, and we can answer those questions. So on QuickBooks, a user asked me, because they already used a previous software and they were updating stuff to from their software to QuickBooks, and now they are no longer going to be able to use that software, I guess.
Mhm.
He wanted to know, how does he make sure it doesn't get replicated? Um, because right now we just sync an invoice
Yeah.
as an invoice created. So my suggestion was to him, hey, whenever your cutoff day is, and then you take the last invoice number, and we can add a field for him. We say, look, start syncing after invoice number XYZ, right?
Hmm.
Um, I have to put that on a to do list, but that's something you
Yeah.
can fairly pull off, right?
Oh yeah, totally. That's
Yeah.
doable.
And how is he going to deal with something that's already been synced? But let's say the guy gave him a deposit, but now he accepts payment. Can he
Hmm.
manually sync that into
Yeah.
QuickBooks?
Yeah, you can manually sync invoices. You just go into the invoice on our platform. Under the actions drop down, there's a sync invoice button, and then you can do it
Yes.
manually.
So anytime you're looking for a function that you can't find, generally is under function under actions. And when I do
Mhm.
a quick demo, I'll show you guys where the action stuff is. So that'll be great. Let's see here. I made a little kind of a presentation PDF. So I'm going to go through that. And if there's anybody with questions, let me know. Okay. All right. So let me share here. Do I have this right? All right. Do I have the right screen?
Yeah, I can see the presentation.
Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. So this is kind of what we're showing here. Our software is very affordable, and we keep it affordable. We should discuss that next. So our software is $30 flat. That includes fees and taxes and whatnot. And we don't expect you to pay us ahead of time. You just pay every month as you use the software. There's no contracts, no prepayments. And I had a lot of questions. A lot of people ask me questions on why are you so cheap? We're cheap because we keep costs low. We have a system called KISS, and it's an acronym for what we came up with, and we call it Keep It Simple and Stupid. So it doesn't cost us a lot of money to develop. We don't have big marketing budgets. We don't have big booths when we go to trade shows. We try to keep the cost low and we pass on the savings to you. But we do have a price increase coming up, right? Azlan, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so our price is currently $30 a month, and that'll be the price until September 1st. And then after September 1st, the new pricing will be $35 a month. So it's a $5 price increase.
So we're increasing $5 September 1st. And we basically, our plan is to increase it every year by $5. Now, hopefully there will be no inflation and things don't go crazy, but that's our plan as far as we're concerned. But things could change. But our plan is to do that. All right, let me go to the next slide here. Let's see what else is here. All right. Why are so many frame shops looking for new software right now? Obviously, there's a change in the industry, and people are looking for different softwares, and we're here to help. We've been quite busy, and we appreciate people's trust in us. What to look for before switching systems? I think you want to look for something that's easy to use and that can have all your old data migrated and something that you're familiar with. And basically, I really honestly think because this is built by somebody like me who's actually in the trade, and I'm making frames pretty much every day except Sundays, so I know what's involved and what the users are looking for. Common mistakes in choosing a new system. I think the biggest one for me really is signing a contract with a hefty termination fee, not paying for an entire year or two before you really had time to use the software for some time. So I think those are a couple of things. Our system is simple. You just get the first 30 days for free, even if you're signing up to pay. I had a customer who yesterday called, and he had 3 shops. He wanted to sign up, and he said, "Look, I don't want to do a trial. I just want to pay." And I said, "You still get the first 30 days for free." So even if you want to start paying, we will give you the first 30 days for free. We want you to be sure you like the system before you make a commitment. That's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. Azlan, anything for you to add here?
Nothing on this end. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go. All right, I'll let you speak to some of these if you like. Switching from your current software, how difficult is it, and so on. You want to take that?
Yeah, sure. So switching from your current software is pretty simple. We currently support switching from 3
All the major
majors.
ones, really,
Yeah.
right?
So like Lifesaver, we got Frame Ready. Also, yeah, the process of switching your data is pretty smooth. You would just go into your account on Framing POS. There's a dedicated page for data migration, so you would go to that page. There's like a couple instructions where you generate a one-time code, depending on if you want to replace all your data that's on Framing POS versus if you want to append it. And yeah, you can just give us the code. The code gets sent to a third-party migration company, and they basically do all the migrations for us. Yeah, it's super simple. We don't really need to do much in terms of like manually going through all your data and migrating it one by one. Everything is done for you.
How much downtime you expect? Generally about 2 business days. So those times you have to kind of keep track, and you have to kind of manually re-enter the information into Framing POS, so you don't get you're not missing any data. But the rest of it is kind of simple. The only thing that doesn't transfer, and we have a video about that there, is your data pricing. is your pricing formulas. So for that, you have to schedule a time with Sheila Makambi, and she's super great with this, and she can help you with your pricing. And she knows our system, and she knows all the other software, so she can be able to migrate your pricing, or it's not really a migration, remake it in a way, and do that. Okay. How do you save time using our software? You can create a work order super fast. And when I do the demo, you will see, actually, I can do a demo right now. Azlan, am I on the right screen here? I think you're muted, but I think so. All right, so I'm going to click on new work order here. So the minute you sign in, you're going to come in to the home page and you click on new work order. And it's straightforward. You say, hey, I want to frame a diploma, 11 by 14. You can choose an outside side if you want, and you can choose the orientation here. You put in your molding here. Let's put a molding here. I guess an omega. And in our software, you don't have to know a prefix or a suffix. You just type in the number, and our system will choose it for you. If there's more than one option, we'll tell you there's more than one option. In this case, there's just one number from omega, and we show it here. This thing's just kind of interesting, actually. Let me put a second frame. I'll discuss it. So now I'm stacking frames, okay? Now, you see 2 frames, right? So I'm stacking frames. We visually show you this. This layers part, when you're stacking frames, you're putting a frame after a frame, and that increases the size as you stack more. The layers part is when you want to make a frame that's deeper, or you want to create something cool by flipping the frame over. The 2 frames will sit on top of each other. So this is not increasing the size, if that makes sense. So this would be stacking the frame in a layer. I called a very good framer, Christian Hartwell in Ohio. And I asked him, I said, what do you think? And me and him kind of came up with this name layer. So you get to charge for 2 layers of this frame. So you're stacking the frame up this way. And then you get to also get to know exactly what you did. So you see the size didn't increase because you stacked the frame on top of each other. We have the white space here, and we visually show you what the white space is. For those who don't know what a white space is, imagine you get a poster, and the poster has, I don't know, half-inch whiteboard around it. If you just measure the picture part of it, that'll be image size, and then you put your white border size, and you can do that here. So sometimes your bottom could have a larger bottom size here, so you can put 2 inches, and then you put your mat board here. And again, our mat boards don't have prefixes or suffixes. You just type in the number. If there were 2 mats that contain 9502, then we'll give you the list, and you choose 5. Glass and so on. Your odds and ends, and then these are openable, closable, and then you can add a lot of stuff, and these are priced with different options. So basically, that's it. Then you hit save, and that's it. This is how easily you create a work order. It's not very complicated. Let's see here. Speed up customer checkout. If a customer comes in and they have several things, let me save this. I haven't saved here. I'm going to put a location for you here. So I'm going to say location, shelf. Okay. Update. And if I added this to an invoice, and let's see if I have a customer. I don't have a customer, so I'll add here. John Snow. All right, so this is my customer. Okay, so I'm going to save this here. Now, a customer comes in and you look up one of their orders. And if you go there, on the top here, not only do you see the invoice number, you'll also see the balance for the entire invoice. Imagine you had more than one work order. And if you click on this, you're going to see all the other work orders. If there's more than one in the invoice, you also see all the shelf location. You can quickly print it out if you want it. But here you can see, oh, customer has 6 things in this invoice. Let me go grab the rest of them too. Makes it a lot easier. Most of the stuff that we develop for the software comes from people who are using it and telling us, hey, this would be cool. And I talked to Azlan, and I was like, yeah, I can whip that up real quick, and he get it done. Let's see what else we got. So checkout is fast. You can find work orders in very easily. We have Azlan, what did you build? You built a search engine? Is that what you did?
Yeah, like a simple search engine, which lets you search based on certain key aspects like ID, customer, the stuff that's in the work order itself, like molding, mat board, glazing, all that stuff.
And you allow not only a search for Jon Snow, and if I spelled his name incorrectly, you're also showing me a close enough for me to decide, hey, this is good. It's like almost like Google, but obviously not Google, right?
Yeah, it's basically searching based on relevance. So, if a name is like close enough to Jon Snow, it'll also pull up the name on the list. But yeah, that's how it works.
I like it. I like it. It's very good. Sometimes if somebody has a very difficult last name, I put the name here and it doesn't show exactly. It shouldn't show because I didn't spell it properly. But if I spelled it close enough, it's showing it me, and I think it's great.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Okay, inventory. So we have two types of inventory. One type is when you're selling art products, right? When you're selling art on consignment, you can keep track of commissions. You can keep track of who you're going to pay, what the artist name is, what the art title is, how many of it do you have, if you have limited edition of those. Um, and we also keep track of the categories. We also keep track of reports. If you sold a bunch of art by artist A, you can send them a PDF. Here's what's sold this month, and I'm sending you a check, or I paid you by Zelle or wire transfer or whatever we made. This also tells you what's in stock before you sell it. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, that tells you what's in stock. So we show you generally what's available, and then if you click on the button, it will show you also, hey, more details when you know the customers are looking at your screen. So this way you don't make mistake. We also have a module that's going to be available next week where you can track molding inventory. So we will show you all your molding inventory when you sell it. If somebody, say, wants something from your stock product, you're going to see, okay, I've got 50 feet, but I already committed 45 feet of it. Oh, I can't sell you this because these projects are in progress. They're not finished, but I know I have 50 feet of it in the back, but I committed to 45 feet of it, so I can't sell you this in stock. Let me find something else for you. So this will be very good because then you don't have to order stuff and not meet the deadline for this person. So there's two things, like I said. You have products like art, consignment, gift items, and then the framing material, which would be the molding tracking. We give you both of those. Okay. Azlan, you want to talk about the QuickBooks integration because you know deeply about how this works?
Yeah, the integration is fairly simple. You would just go into your settings, enable it by logging into QuickBooks, and then you can have it set to sync daily. So what it would do is every day, the system would go through all your invoices and then sync all your invoices into QuickBooks so that you can see all the invoices that you created on Framing POS also in your QuickBooks account. If you wanted, you could also go into an invoice individually on Framing POS and then sync it manually.
And that's under actions. If your actions here, sync to QuickBooks Online. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we integrate with QuickBooks. We also integrate with Zoho Books, which I think is a more affordable bookkeeping software. So you can use both of these as well. Let's see here. QuickBooks. All right. Ideally, in our plan is for you to push all your financial data into QuickBooks. So right now we're syncing invoices. We also want to sync purchase orders. So when you receive an invoice from a vendor, you go in, you see your purchase order, match it against it for all your costs, and now you know exactly what you owe. And I think because QuickBooks is a much more advanced accounting software, I think you're going to have a better understanding of your profitability and keeping things simple if you do it there. We'll give you reports. We'll give you, we have reports that show you how much people owe you, how the aging of your accounts payable and so on. But I think with QuickBooks, because you can run your invoices and run your purchase orders, you can obviously sync with your financial bank information. You're going to have a much better picture. So ideally, we're going to get you there. Right now in phase 1, phase 2, and 3 will be sync payments and then also sync purchase orders, which I think would be great, especially running small business, because a lot of people need to know exactly where the numbers are going along. Anything else here to add?
No, I think you pretty much got it.
Oh, like I told you before, we're looking for this option. I'm gonna put that in writing for you, but we're looking for in this integration. We're looking for customers looking for box here that says start syncing. If this is
Mhm.
checked, start syncing
Gotcha.
invoice number, invoice number XYZ plus, and then that
Mhm.
would be syncing using that. All right, let's go back to my talking points. I don't see any notes from anybody. So anybody has any questions, just type it in. I'll put it on a screen and we'll answer them. Okay. Oh, texting when a customer's work order is ready. This is very cool. Maybe I can take that if that's okay. So if I go to an invoice and select it, I can go to actions and then I can go send a message right here. This will send the customer a text message, provided the number is in here. Obviously, I don't have a number here. Provide number is there, and also check if the number is a valid number. I think Google, I don't know what service we're using, but it checks against some kind of a database to tell us, hey, this is an actual valid mobile number, and I can text this number, and then this will live send it. So you can communicate with your customers via text messaging, and this is included for free. So if you come here, here, my email, John Snow. I texted John Snow. This is my own number, by the way. And then, we say, hey, your framing is ready. And they're going to say, we're going to pick it up. And then you can text them from here, which works out great. And we have templates that you can manage and so on. Let's see here. And this is all included in the plan. You can create professional quotes and invoices. What am I doing? Oh, create invoices. If you go to the invoices here, and I click this, and I say print selected, you get a nice clean PDF with your logo, and you can send it in to the customer. All right, you can look up a customer's history easily. I will show you that in just a second. So if I went to this invoice, clicked on the customer here, I can see all their work orders, show all work orders, show all incomplete, show invoices, unpaid invoices. Something that's unique to our services, and it was for a user who wanted it. You can go to the customer page, and then you can create an invoice or a work order directly from the customer page. Instead of going to an invoice page and selecting a customer, you can go find the customer page and then say, hey, create a new invoice. You click that. There you go. John Snow selected, and now you can go ahead and enter their product here, which is kind of nice. Okay. All right. What do I do? Reports. A lot of people were asking about reports. The way you go to our reports is you go down here. It's right there. You click on that, and this gives you all the available reports. We have accounts receivable. We have an accounts receivable summary right now, and we're also going to have an accounts receivable aging, and it tells you up to 30-day balances, 60-day, 90+ days, so you know which are older, and then you're going to try to get in touch. We have a cut list. You can add to your cut list by going to each work order and add them. And I had a request from a user who wanted to see a cut list that are written in a period of time. So she said, I want to see something written between July 1st and July 24th, and then create that. So without having to add everything to a cut list, when you choose that option, which should be available in about a week or 10 days, you will see every work order that was written between those days that are incomplete as a cut list. So you can work with that. This gives you a daily summary, taxes, receipts, outstanding balances, sales tax report. This is probably our most popular because people need to file this every month. This gives you glazing usage, incomplete work order schedule. You can print that from this page, the work order directory, but when you click it in the report page, it's going to give you a PDF that's formatted properly for printing. You can see all your invoices within that range, molding matboard usage. This is a report that Azlan was speaking about. So you can project your sales for a month based on the number of, based on the dollar amounts you took in within that period of time. We basically take, if you had 30 days in a month, we take the first whatever days that you're in business already, that you operated, divide that by the number of days those encompass, and multiply by the amount of days are in that month, and you get a projected sales. This will do the same, but for years. So if I put projected sales for 26 and it generated, let's say right now we're July 24th, so it's going to take about almost 8 months worth of data divided by the number of days, multiplied by the year, days in the year, and we'll give you a report by that. This gives you reports, receipts, refunds, retail items sold. This would be gift items. This would be art consignment products and so on. This gives you a report by the different categories. And this is what I was talking about, the items that you sold for artists. And you can list your artists here. I don't have any artists. This is a blank test account. And for your artist, you can also select your artist and then generate the reports. And we use every 5163. Let's see what that is. I can show you here. It's this label here. Where is you line? Staples here. It's basically this report, and it's got 10 pages, 10 labels per sheet. And then you can put the artist name, art name, price, UPC code, and I think we're also printing a little picture. So this is very useful. Let's see. And if anybody's missing any reports, let us know, and we will build them for you right away. Like I said, our reporting system is very modular. Okay. Products, measuring employee productivity. Okay, live demo. I kind of did the demo right now. Did the estimate, inventory adjustment, QuickBooks, print an email, show customer lookup. All right. I don't have any audience. I don't have participation. I know some people watching. It says I have 2 people watching. So I don't know if anybody's going to interact, but I had made some stuff to ask. What's frustrating you about your current software? If you want to change something today, what would it be? How long have you been using your current software and you're looking to change? Are you considering a switch this year? Some people are. And what features would save you the most time? I put this question up so I can create some conversation, but I guess we'll just talk about that at a different time. Okay. Azlan, I don't have any framers to discuss these with them, so we just put them up there and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So I think this ends the demo. Let's see here. Is there anything else you want us to add? I think this concludes my part of things. I'll put up a recording, and we should do this next week sometime, and then we'll come up with a time and see if anybody else has questions. We'll address them then.
Yeah, sounds good. I just want to hammer home again that if anyone needs any migration done, we do offer it for free if you join our service. So just letting everyone know.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Azlan, I'll talk to you soon, and have a good one, everybody.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.